Welcome to this memory plan for the week of the 21st of September. I'm using a beautifully foiled kit from Stella Beau Stickers. It is really heavily foiled and quite stunning in this quite a bright gold foil. So stay with me while we lay down the basics. With the basic laid down, it's now time to move across the top of the spread and add my work stickers for the week. So now that we're back at normal rosters, each of the 5 days is spent in the clinic, so I've just popped them across the top. I might also mention that in the sidebar, those little washi strips of the animal print really make a nice break in this kit with the heavy foiling. It's really well balanced, and once upon a time I would never have used animal print. It certainly wasn't my thing, but of recent times I've come to appreciate the merit of the design. I think that's probably what I'm trying to say. So moving on through the spread, I'm adding the trackers for each of the days and just popping them across the top or along the bottom of the full boxes, depending on where they sit across the spread. And these trackers I use to mark sort of my to-dos for the day, and that seems to work quite well for me. I think one of the benefits of the memory planner is you get to combine the things that you need to do in a day with the things that you would like to do, and keep track of those using these. I do cut them off. They usually come in sort of 7s for the week. I find the 7's too big for me, and I tend to cut them down to the 3 size, which works well for my planning. Now moving back up to the top of Monday, I am starting off by marking Coffee Monday, and I'm using the Coffee Monday script that is my own and the coffee cup from Arctic Paper Studios. Using a gold foil to match with the gold foil of the kit, and they're both they tend to be a brighter foil. They're not the light foil, and that's worked quite well, and they're matching up fine. So now I've taken one of the half boxes with the foiling around the outside, which is a really good idea because it leaves you plenty of room to mark what you need to mark. Sometimes they can be so heavily printed that you lose what you need to say for that particular day. So I'm glad to have those as they are. Just marking that it was a really busy day at work today. And up in the top right-hand corner, I've used a print Petticoat Bandit filing cabinet with a little bow on the side, just to add some deco to the busy day at work. And then this kit had some rather quaint little zigzaggy dividers, which you'll see that I come back to and pop across just underneath that half box. But before I do that, I'm going to add my meeting, which is normally at the end of the day, our 8 o'clock meeting in the evening while COVID is continuing. But as the full box goes to the end of the day, I've brought that up, and I've used one of the little scallop boxes, or it's not a box, is it a scallop sticker? And again, that has just a hint of the foiling across the top of it, which is really good. So moving across onto Tuesday, another half box with that white foiling to mark that it's time to change the rosters. We've been working on, as I've mentioned in my previous plan with me, is that we've been doing a rolling roster of A and B teams to minimise the effect of any infections should we get them. And I'm pleased to say, thank goodness, that our strategies have been working. We've managed to keep this infection out of our clinic so far, so I hope that continues to be the case. So now using another one of those lovely scalloped stickers and some of the deco from the kit, I've popped on there that I received a package of Happy Mail, and I've used another one of those zigzag dividers. Happy Mail came from Mum and Me, and there was also a lovely care parcel which was incredibly thoughtful and completely surprised and just so generous, and such a lovely thing to do for a fellow Australian out of the state of Melbourne, sympathetic, or the state of Victoria, sympathetic to our lockdown at the moment. So that was certainly greatly appreciated, and I'll use everything in it. So just under there, I've filled in my tracker by adding that I did rosters, email and notices, and I also placed one of Monique Plans dividers across the white space there. So now moving across to Wednesday, I'm sorry I seem to have zoomed out again, and it's just that little bit harder to get the detail. But I've noted at the top of the page another coffee with the same font, minus the Monday, and the Arctic paper coffee cup, which is one of my favourites. I also marked on there that one of my sons was having a procedure this day, and that's a print Petticoat Bandit printable for the stethoscope. And I've just mentioned that so that to remind me to give him a call once he has recovered. And then underneath that, I've filled in my tracker for the day, which was that we had a slab poured for a tank out the back of the house. And I had to finish the minutes from the agenda from the meeting on Monday night. Using a quarter box from the kit, I've gone down to the bottom of Wednesday and marked in there that I watched Coroner and Lewis. Coroner's a new show and it's actually quite good. I'm enjoying that. And then afterwards, revised the newer Lewis's, which are also very good. And I've used a TV from the kit for that. There's quite a bit of good usable deco in this kit, which is also nice. Icons and decos, which is great. So using another one of those lovely scalloped stickers, I've noted there that I did a print and cut. And again, I've used a laptop that came with the kit, and I've popped that on the bottom there. It's not that often that you get to do that, but because the kit is so heavily foiled, she actually added little flashes of gold foil on those icons. Not a lot, but it's quite tastefully done, and I've enjoyed using those. Now, with the first half of the week complete, it's time to move on to Thursday. So using a half box at the top there, I've marked on there that I needed to go and buy some groceries for the clinic. By now, with the lockdown, the shopping centre has reduced a little bit in numbers, and it's a little bit of a ghost town, so which is good to see. It needed to happen. There was quite a lot of activity there. So again, I've used a piece of deco from the kit, the little grocery bag with a touch of gold foil on there. And as I said earlier, these are good usable pieces, which is great. Then underneath that, I've gone down to my tracker and just noted that I had an all-doctor meeting that evening, and I needed to get the agenda ready for that. And then I've gone to the bottom using one of the smaller scallop pieces. Again, that little bit of scallop has got a little tiny bit of confetti foiling on it, and I think that's really well done, really tastefully done. And I've added a meeting script from, that's from Paper Crown Planner. Then popping back up again to the top of Thursday, I've used another one of those little zigzag dividers. They're really quite cute and a little bit different. Some more deco in the form of the Happy Mail, but I did note on there my Happy Mail was a box with some nail polish bits and pieces, and my Simply Gilded washi came in as well. And I've used a pet sticker again from the kit and marked that we had a walk with Rocky that day with with my son and his girlfriend, which was very pleasant. So Thursday's now finished and out of the way, and we're going to move on to Friday, my favourite day of the week. And I've just popped on the full box that it was TGIF, which is a thank God it's Friday. That's my script there. Nothing particularly unusual about that. You can buy them quite readily in a lot of places. And then up the top with another one of those little scalloped stickers, which are roughly a quarter box size. I've marked coffee using my script and another one of those Arctic paper coffee cups. Try and keep some continuity when I use the coffee cups rather than use different ones across the spread. But that's just me. You certainly don't have to do that at all. Also marked on there that using the half box that David and Christina did a huge clean this Friday. Because of COVID, we haven't been able to have our usual programs happening, and so it was great. They got stuck right in, and the place was just sparkling clean when I came home, which was rather special. And I used another sticker from the kit to the little bucket there. Then I've popped down, filled out my trackers, and then added another one of those I think that might have been the last one I had in the kit to mark afternoon tea, which we had done just at home in our own little home bubble because you can't go out, of course. Again, using another script, another deco from the kit. And then at the bottom of there, I've added that I had a bit of a YouTube binge in the evening. I'm often quite weary on the Friday night, so it's a nice opportunity to just have a bit of a veg out and watch a few Plan With Me's and things like that. So I've popped that at the bottom of Friday. Moving across to the weekend, I've popped a couple of washi strips up underneath the date covers, and then on top of those I'm going to use the weekend flag from the kit to mark the weekend. First ones I used weren't as thick as I would have liked, and so I decided to pop the thicker ones down and then pop the weekend script over the top of that, which looked quite good. And so next up comes a sticker which is like, it's a flag, but it's got confetti on the flag section, so maybe an appointment sticker label would be the best way to describe it. And I've used an Arctic Paper Studio Sleep In sticker there. I like that Sleep In with the lashes, it's quite cute. And then just popping down a little further, taking one of those, must have had one left, another scallop sticker, and popped on there that I painted my nails using a couple of the things that had come in earlier the week in my Happy Mail, which was nice. Again, I like that little bit of confetti foil at the top of the box, just to bring in a hint of sparkle. So underneath the painting of my nails, there was a little bit of white space there. I might come back later and fill that in. It's just probably more than I'd like. So popping through my foil, my gold foil folder, just looking for something to pop on further down on the page on Saturday. I know that I did a voiceover for one of the videos, so I did want to mark that. And I've used a Mr. and Mrs. Mint voiceover sticker. Now you can print these, they're printables, and you can print them, they come up in colour, but if you print them on your laser and you get the black, whoops, I think my little cat decided she wasn't getting enough attention and pulled her little head in there. So back to the, oh, and now a tail. Apologies for that little feline disruption. I've managed to pick everything up and try and get back to where I was. So I think the last thing was the voiceover on Saturday. So I'm moving across now to Sunday and taking a half box and popping a camera from the kit and marking that I filmed and edited on this particular day. And then just underneath that, I have taken a quarter box with the foiling top and bottom. Actually, it's a little bit narrower than a quarter box, but quite handy nevertheless. And used again the planner out of the kit and an Arctic Paper Studio Time to Plan sticker across the top of that. Moving down underneath, I've put another one of those little scalloped, almost quarter boxes with a little bit of confetti foiling. And then on the top of that, because I wanted to write something a little bit more, I've added another small one and popped some me time on there, a sticker from the kit, as well as the popcorn from the kit, because I watched a movie this afternoon, which is something I rarely do during the day. But it was just a a lazy day on this occasion and something nice to do. So that finishes up the spread for the week, and I'm moving across to add my steps and vitamins. I keep saying one of these days I'm actually going to be able to go from Monday to Friday and fill the whole thing in, but certainly hasn't happened recently. And then I've added a dinner sticker from the kit to the top of that as well. Oh, look, I did do all my, oh no, I didn't. I missed Thursday. Oh well. Okay, better than nothing. So I've marked my meals just down on here, just put a little initial beside who made them because David and Christina seem to be doing such a lot of the cooking lately, which is rather nice. And once that's been filled out, I've completed my spread for the week. So I'm just going to open that up and give you a little bit of a wiggle of the pretty gold foil in this. It really was. It was a nice kit. The foil was beautifully balanced. I had to pull in very little actually, and I've really enjoyed doing